One of the great benefits of attending the NALS conference is to get updated about the latest regulation, and my goodness, there's so much of it. And I'm joined by our legal speaker. It's Robert Bolwell of Dutton, Gregory, Solicitors. So welcome.
Hi, thank you very much.
I think you needed a 3-hour slot, not a 20-minute slot. There's so much going on, isn't there?
Yeah, I think so. At a conference like this, you are given a very limited time slot. I think in fairness, half a day will be enough, just about, to keep up with the changes in 2015. But, you have 30 minutes. So all you can do is give people a flavour, flag up the real problems that might lie ahead, and give them some taste of what might be coming in 2016. Because if anything, 2016 is going to be the same, if not a bigger challenge for agents right the way across the country.
Indeed, and one of the key things you were saying is that there are some heavy fines out there for non-compliance, so agents have to understand their obligations.
Absolutely, and what the government is now doing is it's moving the whole question of enforcement from a central agency, from government as it were, down to training standards within local authorities. And the great incentive for local authorities to do something is that with a lot of the new fines coming in for different offences, the local authority can keep the penalty. It doesn't go to the Treasury anymore. The local authority keeps the penalty in their borough.
So they're incentivised to chase down agents that aren't compliant?
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, from the point of view of government spending cuts, with local authorities' budgets being cut year in, year out, without this incentivisation, without the authorities being able to keep budgets, without keeping fines, a lot of this law just probably wouldn't be enforced. So it's a double-edged sword, really, from government's point of view.
Indeed. So we've got the Deregulation Act, we've got right to rent coming through. These are all things that agents have to keep up to date with.
Yeah, because each of these new pieces of legislation has a fine built in for non-compliance. So, gone are the days when you can open an agency in your front room and just hopefully get away with it. Now there is so much to know, and it's difficult for agents. To be honest, it's impossible for private landlords. Most landlords wouldn't have a clue if we mentioned the Deregulation Act or consumer protection legislation that came in, or anything as basic as that. So no, it's important for the whole industry to know what's going on.
But that's an opportunity for agents as well, isn't it? If landlords feel that they cannot keep up to date with regulation, they may well think about going to an agent for a fully managed service.
Yeah, it's a great selling point these days for every agent, and everybody should be aware of this. If you can't do something yourself, you need an expert. And if you need an expert, how do you identify an expert? Well, by and large, they should be a member of a trade body. So, if you're a landlord and you're looking to bring an agent in, ask them, well, what experience do you have? Do you belong to a trade body? Do you belong to a redress scheme? Do you have insurance? If something goes wrong, I, the landlord, will get my money back. And sadly, all too many landlords are simply guided by the commission price, how much they're going to pay for a service. They don't actually know the value of the service or the quality of the service. Sometimes it's too late. So, you look for the stickers on the door, see which trade body they belong to. That's where you go if you're a landlord.
And how important do you think events such as the NALS conference are in disseminating this information? Because, this ripples out beyond just what happens here today, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think things like this are vital, not just for NALS, but for every other trade body out there. What you're trying to do is not necessarily educate people in a 30-minute window, but make them aware of, in general terms, what's coming, the sort of problems they have, and enables them to decide, yes, I need more help, I need more training for my staff, I need more expertise, and it opens windows. It tells people where they can turn to get that information. Because otherwise, if they were a sole trader in a town, it can be incredibly lonely business. Something like this, it reminds all agents that we're all in it together, we've all got the same problems, and if we pool our resources, yes, we can come up with solutions, and we can also go back to government and say, why this isn't working or why that's not working. And that aspect too is very important.
It certainly is. And on that very positive note, I'll say thank you so much for your contribution here today at the NALS conference. A really great presentation, very, very valuable to everybody.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you very much indeed. Bye-bye.